Welcome everyone to Monday Night Raw. We have some great action here for you tonight, including Rusev in a Elimination Chamber qualifying match. So why don't we go ahead and start Monday Night Raw, as it's going to kick off tonight with the Women's World Champion Raquel Rodriguez as she makes her way down the aisle.
Scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day from Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Raquel Rodriguez.
What will Raquel have to say here to kick off Monday Night Raw here tonight? Let's see what she has to say. Calling out Alexa Bliss for the attack last week. But Bliss gonna no-show. Raquel been ignored by Alexa Bliss there. As now we see Dirty Dominic Mysterio walking backstage. I don't know what he's doing, but now, first match of the night, it's an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. As John Cena makes his return to Monday Night Raw here tonight, and it's against Rusev. 1-on-1 to qualify for the Elimination Chamber and potentially go on to WrestleMania to challenge.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Bulgaria, weighing in at 304 pounds, Rusev!
To possibly go on and challenge for a World Championship come WrestleMania. So it's a big chance here for Rusev after at the Royal Rumble he challenged for Penta's Intercontinental Championship, but Penta managed to retain the gold. And now tonight, Rusev going into a one-on-one bout against Cena to try and qualify for the Elimination Chamber match that comes up in about 2 weeks from tonight. As the GOAT, John Cena, makes his return to the WWE and Monday Night Raw.
And his opponent from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the greatest of all time, John Cena!
As John Cena in the ring here, he is hyped up. His first match back since returning at the Royal Rumble, and immediately he's going to have a chance to boost himself to a championship opportunity at Mania, which would be Cena's first championship opportunity of this universe mode. He's not been seen, well, hadn't been seen since he beat Ilya Dragunov at SummerSlam inside of a steel cage. I believe he was in Hollywood doing a few movie projects, and he's got all that done now. And he's back here in the WWE as Rusev. This old John there, missing his attack. But now turns it round, maybe going for a monkey flip, but Rusev turns it round. And now scoop and a slam. Into an early cover. Does Rusev, Cena with the kick out. Surprisingly a count of 2 this early on. Gonna force Cena against the ropes. Rusev catches Cena with a right to the face, but Cena sends him over the ropes and to the outside. Rusev reverses with a knee to the gut. Got him up on the shoulders. Drops him face first onto the barricade. And now catches him with a kick to the skull. I mean, Rusev is definitely a dangerous competitor. There's no doubt about that. He gave Penta a hell of a fight at the Rumble. Came up short. But he's giving Cena a hard start here as well in the opening match on Raw. Now Irish whip. Catches Cena with like a jumping back heel there. I don't have words for that, but that was brilliant by Rusev. Now the disrespectful kicks to Cena. And Cena going to fight back now. Ducks under. Cena with the shoulder tackle. And again. Cena ducks under the punch. Plants Rusev there. Rusev getting a little bit too over himself, getting a bit too cocky. Cena going to take advantage. And now a big clothesline by Cena. Brilliant takedown there, bit of a surprising maneuver that you wouldn't really expect someone of Cena's stature to use, and a sunset flip by John as well now. Some will call it a code red. Now he's got Rusev up. Slams him onto the barricade. Been a pretty back and forth match so far, I'd say. Cena's now sent into the barricade as well. Oh, Rusev here, what's he thinking? Both men on the barricade. Rusev, back suplex off of the barricade. Oh my goodness. Good grief. John Cena is in a bad way here. As Rusev now in the ring and catches Cena with a big boot. Could Rusev qualify for the chamber here? Now both men trading blows here. As what a bout this has been between Cena and Rusev. And from what I'm seeing, it looks like Rusev could be headed to the chamber. Now both men just throwing rights at one another. Both stumble back there, and Cena catches him with an attitude adjustment. Hooks the leg. Is that it? And yes, it is. Cena qualifies for the Elimination Chamber match.
Here is your winner, the greatest of all time, John Cena.
What a match between Cena and Rusev here on Monday Night Raw. And congratulations to Cena, who is now the first participant in the men's Elimination Chamber. As now we see Braun Breaker walking backstage, and Oh, over Femi. Braun asking him what he wants, but Femi says nothing and just going to walk off. Breaker goes unanswered by Femi. Well, that will be an interesting development with whatever was going on there. But now we move on to another match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, accompanied by Nia Jax. From Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez.
There's Nia Jax accompanying Roxanne Perez to the ring. As Perez is in one-on-one action here tonight. These two women beat the team of Zoe Stark and Tatum Paxley last week, I believe. As Perez is going to take on Naomi.
Her opponent from Orlando, Florida, Naomi.
Now, similar to Cena, Naomi hadn't been seen for quite a while, but she has been back for quite a few weeks now. She challenged for the Women's World Championship at Survivor Series, losing to Raquel Rodriguez. I mean, Raquel also dethroned Rhea Ripley for the championship. She's currently defended against both Naomi and Bayley, and as you see, she's got something brewing with Alexa Bliss now. As Roxanne Perez headed to the top with a splash now, gonna hook the leg of Naomi off of the splash. Count of 2, Naomi with the kick out now. I mean, Roxanne Perez is young, she's on the rise. Got a very bright future ahead of her. As Naomi, springboard dropkick, taking down the self-proclaimed prodigy. Now going to hook the leg of Roxanne, who kicks out at a count of 1. There's a kick. Sends her off the ropes. Brilliant maneuver there by Naomi, and strikes her with a knee. It was kind of like an arm drag and then turned it into a knee after she did a cartwheel or something. Brilliant from Naomi there. I don't really know what to make of that. But Perez now catches the leg. Now goes with a kick to the spine. Got the legs hooked around the neck, trying to choke her out maybe. And again Naomi with a springboard drop kick. Now going to catch Perez with the kicks, and a big one to the skull. Similar to what Rusev did to Cena in the last match. Perez able to take Naomi down there. Going to fight back though with that punch to the gut. And a rear view by Naomi. Perez is down. Could that rear view be the end of this match? No, Roxanne still has fight left in her. Naomi forces her against the ropes here. Was going to maybe try and send her over, but Perez caught her, sent her neck first onto the rope. And gets some momentum. Naomi dazed in the corner, bullet train attack. Kendo stick thrown in by Nia. I mean, that would be a disqualification because there are DQs in this. Don't know what Nia's thinking there, but Naomi on the apron, got her eyes on Roxanne, went for the springboard crossbody. Roxanne moved out of the way. Naomi got her down on one knee. Oh! The knee on the face of Perez there. Now sent into the corner. Gets the elbow up on Naomi. Able to send her into the corner now. Perez with those stomps. Now from the other side of the ring. Again, bullet train attack. As now Roxanne Perez went for a springboard moonsault, but Naomi got the knees up. And against the ropes now. Perez sent to the apron. Naomi up and spikes her down. Had the head between the legs. Spiked her. And now goes over the ropes. I think she was attempting a leg drop, but completely miscalculated the distance between herself and Perez and just crash landed. As she was distracted by Nia there. Roxanne going to try and take advantage, not going to go in her favour. Naomi kick to the midsection. Roll through. And now a submission hold by Naomi. Will Perez tap out here? Naomi just going to let go. Oh, and a split leg there by Naomi. Hooks the legs of Roxanne in the split position. And Naomi going to pick up the win here.
Here is your winner, Naomi.
Well, a brilliant win for Naomi here. New attitude. Great win. Not really much else to say there. As now we see the new Women's Intercontinental backstage, Rhea Ripley, getting congratulated by the woman she beat in Natalia. And oh, Raquel asking Natalia if she's seen Alexa, who says no, and Raquel now just going to walk off in, I guess, frustration. Just not knowing where Alexa Bliss is, as she wants to get her hands on Alexa. Well, now the Street Profits are in 2-on-2 action. It is a bit of a thrown together team of Randy Orton and Finn Balor together tonight. They were just kind of thrown together.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 492 pounds. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street.
As over the last couple of weeks here on the Red Brand, the Street Profits have had some issues with the current tag team champions in the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, which those two beat the New Day for the tag team gold a couple of weeks ago here on Raw. And it looks like the Street Profits will be the first ones to challenge for the gold. As they look to knock off the thrown together team of Randy Orton and Finn Balor tonight. As here come their opponents, Randy Orton and Finn Balor. Oh, what's this? Jimmy and Jey Uso attacking Finn and Randy during the entrances. I mean, ever since the Usos won the tag gold, they've been taking a pretty aggressive approach to how they deal with business. Are the Usos going to take their spot in the match? It seems so. Well, now a non-title match. The Usos are going to take on the Street Profits after they attacked both Randy Orton and Finn Balor during their entrances. That's something the Street Profits definitely were not ready for. Well, let's see if they can adapt accordingly. And if they can, that's a good sign. As Montez Ford there assisted in the moonsault. As now Angelo Dawkins going to crank the neck of Jimmy Uso here. Jimmy going to sweep the leg there. Going to turn the tides in his favour. Into the corner. Caught with an elbow. Dawkins from behind. Big right to the face of Jimmy. Making the tag to Jay. Jay now the legal man. Pin predicament here. Kick out by Dawkins. Jay going to keep the offense going though. But Dawkins managing to push him away. As Jay's sent into the corner. Snapmare takedown. Super kick from Uso. Now into the corner, gets caught there, and went for a back suplex. Jay managing to turn that into a splash, and now going to drop the elbow, and follows it up with a headbutt there. As Dawkins going to try and make his way over to Montez Ford, doesn't see the attack coming from Jay. Gets caught with a splash on the spine. Now sent off the ropes. Jay going to duck under. Leapfrog now and a spear by Uso. But Angelo Dawkins, a surge of energy there. Oh, but Jay going to put an end to that immediately. As he sends Dawkins into the corner. Gets caught. Now Jay's in the corner. Getting hit with some strikes by Dawkins, a big clothesline in the corner there. As now Angelo got Jay up on the shoulders. Center of the ring, power bomb, stacks him up. Can that put Jay away? No, just a count of one. Now sent into the corner. He's trying to go for a double team with Montez Ford there, I believe, but Jay managed to reverse. Both men trying to make tags, but the reversals are just coming in hot here. And Jay went for the kick there, but Angelo Dawkins was out of the way in the nick of time. Now Jay's off the ropes. These two run into each other there. Angelo Dawkins sends him up and comes crashing down. And now the tag is made to Montez Ford. Ford now springboard cross body or a splash. Couldn't really tell, the camera angle was a bit too close in. And now Jay gonna come with the kick out there at a count of two. Montez got him up. Center of the ring. Shoulder breaker. Like I said, the Usos, since becoming tag team champions, have kind of taken a bit of a more aggressive approach. I believe last week Jay had attacked Montez Ford's one-on-one opponent and then taken his place in the match. And now this week they attack both Randy Orton and Finn Balor and take their places in the match. I mean, it's quite interesting, to be honest, the new approach by Jimmy and Jay. As now the Usos working on a double team here, double shoulder tackle, and now, oh my word, going at the legs of Dawkins there. Jay lining him up in the corner now, stumbling, center of the ring, super kick, takes out Dawkins. Now Jay's going to try and send him into the corner, but it's reversed and Dawkins catches him with a flying uppercut. The tag is now made to Montez Ford here. Is Jay going to catch him with a kind of like a pop-up neck breaker there? Here comes Jimmy Uso now, the legal man. Dodges Montez Ford, but cannot dodge the abdominal stretch now locked in. Turns it round and a hip toss there. Waiting for the super kick. Caught. Montez Ford catches him with a DDT. To the midsection there. Up on the shoulders. And a powerbomb of his own. Partner did the same thing earlier. Jimmy Uso though back to his feet. But Angelo Dawkins going to take the fight to Jimmy with an overhead exploder, I believe. As Jimmy sends him into the corner. Can he make the tag? No, he cannot. And Dawkins gonna strike Jimmy with the rights in the corner and a big shoulder tackle to the gut there as Jimmy catches the foot and sweeps it, sends Dawkins crashing face first. Now going to catch him with a super kick there. Dawkins sends that round off the ropes. And a bulldog there. Jimmy goes face first into the mat. And he's dazed in the corner. Gets the elbow. Turn that around. He's going to snake eyes him in the corner. Tag made. Here comes Jey Uso. Went for the spear. I think both men might have gone for a spear, but both missed. And Jay going to turn around that Irish whip. And a headbutt in the corner. Tag made. Jimmy now the legal man. Dawkins had a bit of time to recover there. The tag Jay made might have been a bit costly, might have been a bad maneuver. Jimmy looking to make up for that though. Measuring him up in the corner. And a hip attack in the corner. Hook of the leg. Is that it? No, Ford able to break it up. Hip attack by Jimmy Uso in the corner there. Dawkins is kind of in another world at the minute, but got his senses back. Dodged Jay, caught him with a spear. Oh, but Jay, alert to the situation he's in and able to turn that around. But now, an Irish whip turnaround off the buckle, sent face first into the mat, just like his partner Jimmy was. Well, his brother, same thing. And both men missing their attacks. Waist lock. Jay with the neck breaker. Pop-up neck breaker. Here comes Jimmy now. Montez Ford got him on the shoulders. Shoulder breaker. As the tag is made to Angelo Dawkins. Went for the clothesline on Jimmy. Managed to catch him still. Into the cover now. Is that enough? No, Jimmy at 2. Now again, going to work on the neck. Kick to the midsection, now clubs him in the back of the neck. Super kick by Jimmy and another to the back of the skull now. Turns him over, goes in for the cover, but again Montez Ford will break that up. Jimmy takes to the corner. Went for the super kick, got caught. Irish whip off the ropes there, running into each other. Now Jimmy going to send him into the corner. Catches him with a right. And another. Now getting himself fired up. Splash, but Dawkins moved, goes chest first into the buckle. And now sent into the corner. The tag still not being able to be made. Just reversals back and forth when it comes to the corners. Montez Ford now might have been going for a hip attack of his own. Didn't really see though. Jimmy sends him over, maybe going to go with a submission hold. Turn around pretty quick by Montez Ford there. Not much damage done to the limb. Jimmy dodging there, getting caught in a waistlock. Now German suplex by Ford, folding Jimmy inside out. And now going to go after the left arm. Jimmy took a bit too long. But now dragging Ford down by the neck. Trying to get him up, reversal, inverted DDT by Montez. Now talking about Montez, his wife Bianca Belair actually won the Women's Royal Rumble on her return to the company. So she's going to have a championship match come WrestleMania. And now Ford roll through splash. So I'm sure Montez will be cheering her on, whatever happens there. But now Jimmy going to catch Angelo Dawkins in that predicament, stealing the win there.
Here are your winners, Jimmy and main event, Jay.
The Usos stealing the win after taking away the opportunity from Randy Orton and Finn Balor. Cheeky from these two men. As we see Seth Rollins after he returned last week in a Battle Royal match, saying he's back and he's got a lot to regain, and it'll start with people that trash talked him while he's away, and that his redemption arc starts now. We'll see how Rollins unfolds over the next few weeks, as the Intercontinental Champion Penta will make his way down to the ring next.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 94 kilos, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Penta!
As Penta here is going to go one-on-one with a man that I believe he beat on the debut episode of Season 2 in Bron Breakker for the Intercontinental title. That's also the man he beat for the title. As Breakker is again looking to hunt for the title. Now obviously we saw Breakker earlier tonight. He had an interaction with Obafemi. And don't let that distract you also from the fact that about a couple months ago Obafemi won a 2 versus 1 handicap match, where after the match he was approached by Kathy Kelly and said that he had his eyes on Penta and the Intercontinental Championship.
Representing the Vision from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 250 pounds, Bron Breakker.
As Bron Breakker has the chance to put away the Intercontinental Champion, but he's also got to keep his eyes out for the Ruler, who again, like I said, had an interaction with him earlier tonight where Obafemi said nothing and just walked off. Anyway, Penta, Bron Breakker, one-on-one. As this match is underway, Breakker starts out strong with a big shoulder tackle. Now a right to the gut. Now flips Penta over. Quick start by Breakker there. Maybe a bit too quick for Penta to register as well. He takes the fight to the man he wants to take this championship from. And now, oh, an overhead there. He's now using Penta's own arm to kind of choke him while he makes an attack there. Penta got a rope break. What could Bron Breakker be thinking here? On the top rope, Penta in the drop zone. Breakker, double axe handle. Oh, but Penta there finally. Maybe turning this around, but no, Bron Breakker going to keep him down. Penta going to sweep the leg. Finally going to give himself a chance to bring his own fight to to Bron Breakker. Got the legs now in the corner. They push him down into the cover on Breakker. Too early in the match, count of 1. And Breakker now gonna slide out of the ring, giving himself some time. Penta missed the attack, and it might be costly. Overhead exploder by Bron Breakker. Penta caught the punch, catches him with a right. Now sends him face first into the corner. And now Penta going to use the momentum up and down with the double foot stomp. Braun Breaker sends Penta off the ropes with an Irish whip. Leapfrog. Oh! Don't really know what he was doing there, but Penta now turns that around. Breaker ducks under, and Penta gets caught. A massive clothesline at high speed. And now Breaker in the corner went for the spear. Penta weaved him away. Breaker went flying across the ring. And now Penta got him in his hands with a Penta driver into the cover, and Breaker able to survive at 2. As there goes the glove of Penta. And a Mexican Destroyer now. Into the cover again. And Breaker still able to survive. Just denying Penta the victory there. Now into the corner. There's that kick. Trips him up. Tried to go up, but Breaker caught him with the super kick. Now what's Breaker thinking? Went for the Frankensteiner. Penta shoved him away. And now Breaker's in the drop zone. Penta on the second rope. Oh, got caught by Breaker with a power bomb. I think Penta was maybe thinking Hurricane Rana. As Obafemi? What's he do? Obafemi distracting Penta. And Braun Breaker going to take advantage. What was that about? I mean, obviously we knew that he had his eyes on Penta, but why would he help Braun Breaker? I don't have any words for that. As now Breaker with an uppercut. Penta in a very bad way. As he's in the perfect zone for Breaker with a spear now. As Breaker's gonna hook the leg. And Braun Breaker picks up the win with the help of Obafemi here.
Here is your winner, Braun Breaker.
Well, by no means a clean win, but there's no doubt about it, I would still say it is a deserved win for Braun Breaker here, as he had a very good showing against the Intercontinental Champion in Penta. And congratulations to him for the win. Please subscribe to Tackman12 as we're on the road to 1.5 thousand subscribers. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload from this channel. Now let's go ahead and get back to Monday Night Raw. As we are back from the break, and it is now main event time here on Monday Night Raw. As the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Rhea Bloody Ripley, the Eradicator, gonna make her way down to the ring, gold in hand.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Adelaide, Australia, the WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion, Rhea Ripley.
As Rhea Ripley here is going one-on-one with an opponent that we actually don't know yet. We did see Rhea earlier tonight when she was congratulated by Natalya. And just to note, last week, after Rhea had won the Intercontinental Championship from Natalya, we saw her backstage walking towards her car in the parking lot to leave the arena, where I believe we saw Io Sky in the background staring at Rhea Ripley. It was very brief and a blink you miss it type of moment. But that was a very interesting sight to see. So we're going to have to see how that one plays out. If it even was Io Sky, that might have been a complete misunderstanding as well. But now we focus on who is the opponent of Rhea Ripley here tonight in the main event. Oh my! It's Nikki Bella! Nikki Bella!
Scottsdale, Arizona, Nikki Bella!
The Hall of Famer, twin of Sister Brie Bella, is here in the main event of Monday Night Raw. Gonna take on the Eradicator in Rhea Ripley. I mean, we did see Nikki Bella at the Rumble. She was there. She didn't win it though. Obviously that was Bianca Belair, as we said earlier, during the match between the Usos and the Street Profits. But now Ripley and Bella are going to start us out with some old-fashioned chain wrestling. Nikki Bella, the more experienced one in the game here, been in the business since the late 2000s. Rhea since the late 2010s. As Nikki Bella going to choke Ripley out there. And all with a knee to the spine. And now just over Rhea with the rights here. Oh my! What on earth was that? It was like a monkey flip which sent Rhea extra high there. But now Ripley going to fight back. That was a very interesting maneuver there, delivered by Nikki Bella, as now she catches Rhea with a drop kick. And now we're going to drag her down by the hair. But Ripley going to sweep the leg. Now to the midsection, catching her with a couple kicks. And now with a knee to the chin. Nikki went down, managed to roll out the ring though, but Ripley going to bring the attack straight to her. And now Rhea Ripley with the Riptide. Stacking up Nikki Bella, but Nikki able to kick it too. Now I'm going to catch Rhea with an elbow in the corner. Got a bit of a cocky attitude, to be fair, was Nikki Bella. I mean, you saw her with the punches as she sat over Ripley there, and now she was just taunting her there. So you got a bit of a disrespectful attitude, as now going to send Rhea shoulder first into the ring post. But Rhea Catches her with an inside cradle. Pinning predicament. Nikki able to kick it too. And catching Rhea there. And send her into the corner. Went for the double knees. Rhea moved. Now got a waist lock. Rhea plants Nikki face first. Gets caught with a kick now. And a big right by Bella sends Rhea to the floor. As Nikki Bella now locked in the fearless lock there. But Rhea Ripley able to get the elbows and get out of the hold. Now an Irish whip. Rhea brilliantly holding onto the ropes there. Now still not able to put Nikki away. As Nikki has the fight in her. Most things Rhea is doing seem to just be reversed. And a Bella Buster by Nikki. As she takes the fight to Rhea to attempt to put her away here. And Ripley gets the shoulder up just before 3, and Nikki Bella, she's fuming. And maybe going for the Rack Attack 2.0. But Rhea managed to reverse. Well, Nikki Bella is losing all sorts of patience that she had. As she catches Rhea there with the... It was like an enziguri kick, but off the ropes. As Rhea's clutching at the knee. I mean, I don't know, is she hurt? As Nikki Bella got Rhea up on the shoulders, but again, Rhea going to escape the hold. And now to the midsection. Ripley with another Riptide. Is that it for Nikki Bella? The Riptide by Rhea. And Rhea Ripley puts away the Hall of Famer on her first match back on Raw. As she's handed her championship back. And oh my goodness. Io Sky comes face to face with Rhea Ripley.